back here for game 2 on the BTL. DPS looking to sweep the feet of MG and take the crown for the top seed. I am joined by Chicken, the Wing, the Sauce Boss.
Why, hello there, good sir. How is it going over here in the caster booth? I know I just joined. What's going on?
I am unfortunately the play-by-play man, and I don't know how well it sounded because I am typically the boomer who makes the color casting jokes. So
Hey, I'm here to fulfill that role, don't you worry.
Don't you mean them bad dead jokes?
hey, first of
I
all,
am here to make people miserable. I am great at it.
my jokes are fucking grade A. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I may not be a father, but I am the father of jokes, sir.
Hey, I may not be a father, but I sure look like one. Let's get rolling. Bans on
Wait,
both sides.
what?
I like the Lucian ban on MG Element.
They banned it last game too, and that's because of your bad connection. I'm telling you, I've seen your bad play that Lucian like it's just their freaking second nature. I mean, position wise, the aggro in the lane, they will not give your bad Lucian. There's no way. And if people continue to give your bad Lucian in consecutive future games, they're probably going to lose lane.
Oh, for sure, most definitely. Lucian Nami right now is definitely a top tier scary lane
Hey,
to
Nami is
go
hey,
against.
that is my champion.
Hey, your champion or not, Lucian Nami is still scary lane. It's intimidating. The
And
Olaf jungle with the Cho'Gath.
I really like Olaf, and Cho'Gath usually terrorizes the Rift, but Olaf has such a strong oppression for early and mid game. But if he doesn't get the lead, Trundle I think will run him over this game.
Hear me out. As a Trundle main, if you play it right and you take the right runes, you win the 1v1 100% of the time into Olaf. It is not even
So what
close.
do you go? Do you go the PTA or no?
Um, well, into an Olaf, I would recommend taking Lethal Tempo personally, because that fight with Olaf's lifesteal is typically going to go a little longer than you would need for the burst of the PTA.
Oh yeah, lethal tempo would be great. Yeah.
And they're back at it with the Xayah pick. Although this time they do have the Trundle, so they have a little more source of damage than just the Xayah.
Yeah, and I think Talus. I don't know if he just loves that porcelain Amumu skin, or if he just wants to play Amumu. I'm not really sure what it is because I've seen Talus play pretty much Amumu on repeat.
Well, they keep banning his Hecarim, and he does play a lot of Hecarim, so not leaving him a ton of room. I know he also plays things like the Ivern in the Diana.
I would have really, really liked to seen Ivern, not just because Ivern's memey, but because he actually brings a lot of utility.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. But I think that they like to leave that up for the support. You know, they got the Nautilus in the last game. I'm thinking since they have a Trundle and an Amumu, that's already two tanky champions. Maybe we can see
Brand or
a
Zyra? I don't know. I
maybe we
mean,
can see an Enchanter. A Janna would be nice for this team.
it would. Yeah, Janna would be good. I still love Nami, man. I'm telling you that champion. I think people just underrate that champion as a whole. Being a Nami main, um, there's not a lot of situations. If you can hit your bubbles and hit Aqua Prison, I mean it literally can just change fights. But if you're not good at landing them, I would not suggest playing the champion.
I mean, even without the bubble, she's kind of a
Uh-uh.
menace in the bot lane with the amount of poke that she gets with
Yeah.
her ebb and flow.
The Tide Caller blessing from her E. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I actually think I found that maxing her Tide Caller's blessing, if you have a good aggro lane, ends up being better than going ebb and flow max.
So
But
this time we're seeing the karma being picked up by MG Element.
just
I kinda like that pick, especially since we have just their first three picks have already just been high damage. So they don't really need
oh man,
an
the
absurd amount of
Zealot pick?
damage.
Is that
Maybe
a
just a
Wait, is that Trundle support?
Ooh.
Is that the Trundle
I
support?
think that's a Trundle support. I am a big fan of the
Oh my
Trundle support.
gosh!
Oh, baby. It used to be meta, not so much anymore since they nerfed the slow on the E. But it's still gonna be really good, especially with a Xayah, because the Xayah can just match up her feather daggers with the
Yeah,
pillar and force them to walk into the root.
yeah, the Blade Caller and just it does so much damage too. So I didn't see them go last game, and I don't think it's as strong as it was at one point. But doing the Blade Caller kill Xayah, where you go Manamune with Airy, um, but I don't know. Maybe that's the call this game because you're playing into such a tanky team. Maybe that's the way to go. But then you have the menace of Corki. I mean, that's some scary shit because Corki, those those alts, man. Once he gets his Manamune and Ludens, do so much damage.
I will say this, I'm not a huge fan of the Trundle support into the Karma.
Oh
Not
no,
saying
it's
that
it's rough.
they definitely picked the Trundle as a flex before they picked the Karma, but I feel at that point you already know it's a Cho'Gath. You already know Trundle's a super good tank.
I probably would have
Wait,
taken Trundle top
oh,
against Cho'Gath.
this is what it is. It's the Amumu support.
That is possible. But then, what do you have, Trundle jungle then?
Trundle jungle, yeah.
I think Amumu support's better here. Yeah, I could see that. I've never seen Talus play Trundle, but hey, time to troll. I don't know.
Hey, it's troll time.
Because
He does have a few games of Trundle in his roster there.
I will say that Trundle, you're right. Into Karma is pretty rough with her tether. It's kind of hard to get anywhere.
And Ezreal's gonna not exactly be possible to lock down with
Yeah,
his
his arcane
warp.
shift. Yeah.
Hmm. How do we feel about the Kale pick? That's not a pick that you traditionally see.
I'm kind of worried about it, to be honest with you, because you have a really good early game jungler like Olaf. So I'm kind of concerned about Cho'Gath getting that early lead, and then Kale like struggling, waiting to scale.
Uh yeah, I definitely can see that happening. Uh I feel if they just play it safe in the top lane, they just poke down the minions with her ranged auto until she hits level 11, level 6. Just get that scaling going
Yeah.
and just make sure you're sitting tower not dying. I think they're chilling.
I think that this game will be won or lost through top lane because if Guipo gets an early lead, um, I think that he's just going to draw two people to his lane and allow everyone else to scale. Because really, Corki just has to scale. Ezreal just has to scale. If either one of them get a lead, it's great. But I feel like top lane cannot fall behind because then you have to wait a long time for Kale to come online.
I don't necessarily totally agree with that sentiment. I definitely think Corky is going to be able to just 1v9 with his ulti pokes, and especially since they also have the Ezreal, they're definitely going to
Well, it's
poke
a poke
comp.
heavy team, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
agree.
Kale's
Yeah.
more of an all-in team. So if they're able to just deny them from taking those fights that they want, I think it should just be an easy win for MG Element.
Again, but I said that last game too with the comp that I saw,
Hey,
and 100% comp said MG should win.
you gotta play it right. And I definitely think that they are capable of playing it
Oh
right.
no, they're
I have
capable of playing it
witnessed
right.
out
Yeah.
of the blue. I have witnessed his Ezreal firsthand in person. It is destructive. I have not witnessed the Corky pick though. I'm kind of excited to see that. I think that'll be the make or break for them is the Corky.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean between his alt, his big alt rocket, and Ezreal's Qs, it can be impressive. Olaf will fall off a little bit late game, and I think Trundle will just demolish him late game. Honestly,
Oh yeah, with the Trundle just pressing ulti on the Cho'Gath won't be
Yeah.
able to die unless we see an AP Cho'Gath. Trundle just gets free scaling off level 6.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens. I really want to see DPS win because I just like them as a team. They're entertaining to watch. My favorite team still right now is Spectre, just because I like the meme of the lake. But as far as entertainment, DPS is fun to watch.
I am excited to see Alexander on not a supportive champion.
Oh, I know. Zoe is insane.
I feel this is the game that we'll get to see him truly shine.
Yeah, Zoe can really be a menace just because even if you're not hitting abilities, just the paddle star autos do so much damage.
Oh yeah, for sure. It would be kind of hard for Zoe to lock down a champion on their team because Olaf has his unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Corky
has his
has
package.
Corky has
W.
his package.
Yeah.
Ezreal is Ezreal.
Arcane.
That's a safe ADC, and I I guess Karma, but in the grand scheme of things, all she really has to do is press R and then press her shield, and then her team is ready to go.
Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. It's definitely again a better draft on the side of MG, but I've seen Zoe just completely steamroll games too before. Oh wow, yeah, we were not wrong here. It is the Mumu support.
I definitely think that pick is more meta than the Trundle support
Yeah.
pick.
I would have just for the meme. I would like to see Trundle support, but in the Karma, hell no. All right. I am ready.
I'm good to go.
Right, and here we are in game 2 with DPS and MG. Finally, with Alice Skander on the carry mid lane, wondering if he will carry the game.
Oh, I have no doubt in my mind that he has the potential to carry.
Yeah, but again, we talked about King having those Corky rockets, man. I mean, what are you going to do about that?
Hey, proposition, Zoe R. I definitely. I think the Zoe pick is a little weird into their team, but I mean, I still think it's better than a pick like a Karma. We're seeing the attempt at an invade here. Didn't really catch anybody. Team DPS was ready with a 5-stack down by their blue side. Ugh. We're seeing a blue start here with the Olaf.
Pretty standard.
That means maybe we can get some early action up here in the top lane, getting that Kale shut down, which is what we were talking about before.
Yeah, you just don't want her to scale, because I think at that point she really just runs over Cho'Gath.
Oh yeah, for sure. They definitely want to stall that lane out as much as they can.
And I do like Trundle Jungle, honestly, because it's such a healthy clear.
Oh, for sure. His passive granting him 6% HP per thing that dies by him.
A fat bandage toss, I like it. Took a lot of damage, though.
They do have the level 2 advantage down in the bot lane. Oh, and...
Oh, the bandage toss from downtown! The cleanse! And now Out of Blue has no cleanse now.
And that's what we like to see out of the Amumu support, baby. Trundle does have the level 3 advantage here, so we could see an invade on red, which is what it looks like is going to happen here. He is going to have smite up, maybe. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is a dead Olaf here. Yeah.
Oh no.
The Q slow. Oh, it's scary.
And that's Talus coming in, taking a bite out of crime. Runner no more. Take off your Nikes. Say goodnight. And the Menace takes the fat lead.
And he did get the red buff there, which does spell doom for the Olaf.
Yes.
However, it is an Olaf, so I suspect
Getting
he can
hit.
just gank a couple lanes and come back.
Oh, here he comes mid lane. The Rupture hitting on Quaker, and he has really nowhere to go. Gwippo just gave him the tap tap, slap slap. Vorpal spikes are not enough to secure it though. Alexander with that Prowler's Claw though, ready to make an outplay. Posturing to make that Prowler's Claw play.
Seeing a Zoe with the Prowler's Claw is kinda funny.
Yeah. Gwippo with no mana left, but he's just going to push us out and force him to farm to tower and reset.
Oh yeah, and we already got Kale down a TP to get back, get the boot and the dagger. Looks like Cho'Gath is not going to use his teleport quite yet, not gonna need to. So we are going to have a TP advantage top side. Maybe we could get a play bot side.
Yeah, but
That would be pretty neat.
until you have Unleashed Teleport, what are you really going to do? I mean, you have to wait till plating's down at 14 minutes, so...
I mean, based on what I've witnessed, the lane of You're Bad and Brian have been playing pretty aggro. I'm thinking maybe since it's a Cho'Gath, there's gonna be a little bit more room for him to just TP to that turret while they're at their turret, and then just land the Q. That's a free kill.
It's true. Yeah. And how do you feel about PTA on Ezreal?
PTA on Ezreal? I mean, I guess against something like an Amumu Azaya, maybe to just influence them to engage a little less. Yeah.
Oh, and Quaker here, just putting in some damage. Aliskander with nowhere to go. Hitting the Drowsy, just barely making it out, and Olaf throwing that axe, saying no thank you.
I think if he lands that there, it's enough damage to kill.
Oh yeah, he would have been able to run up. I really like the confidence on the side of Aliskander. I mean, he literally just didn't care. Knows he just used flash and still played up.
The W movement passive with Zoe.
And there's Talus
get you out of a lot of
waiting on the side.
situations.
This is not the dive you want. This isn't it. Oh my god, Talus, no! The 1-for-1. And Runner's gonna ghost, but...
There it is.
Oh no, Talus has got nowhere to go.
I mean, they did get the kill, but...
At what cost?
At what cost? Getting it on the Trundle isn't the worst thing in the world, but like we've been saying, Alexander is their carry. I have been told from confident sources, their best player is Alexander. So maybe if he's able to get those kills, I know there it was rough, not really able to get that kill, but
Oof, your bad connection taking some serious poke there.
that's what you'd expect from an Ezreal Carmel lane. There's just gonna be a lot of poking there.
Mr. Meeseeks, look at me. And Gwippo just taking a bite out of another minion. Trying to get some size up in this lane. And here it is, Corky with those R's, but he unfortunately had to opt for an early Hex Drinker. That's pretty rough. I think that does put behind his regular build damage that he would have. It does keep...
Yeah, for sure. You definitely wanna hit that Muramana as fast as possible. Helps him with a lot of the sustain he needs in lane, and it's just kind of a nuts item with all of the damage it gives.
Both junglers topside here.
Olaf is a little closer.
It doesn't look like Talos is going to be there for the counter gank in time.
And we are seeing pings for the Rift Herald.
Oh no, the dodge. Does he early? He should have early ulted. He didn't. Oh no. Good flash. The pillar. Oh no, he got greedy and went in to try and stop the play. Good roam by Brian. And I think this is just going to be a 1 for 2.
That's most definitely a Herald on the side of DPS as well. Unless maybe they just want to try and get that first turret. That's always an option too.
This is true.
With a Trundle, the tower damage is going to be there to be able to do that. Looks like they're gonna go for the plate and then maybe try to take Herald. I personally think that's a mistake. You definitely just want one or the other.
Yeah, I think they're a little too greedy, maybe.
They do have the Kale up though, and
I think they're banking on Corky resetting because he's lower on health and mana.
And I don't think there's going to be an attempt on the side of MG to stop it. They do give it to Kale, so she's definitely just gonna drop that and walk away.
I mean, she's got about a 30 CS lead.
We are seeing pings for Dragon, but we are seeing MG making their way over there a little bit faster. They're going to be able to get that vision on the side of red side, and that could be the determining factor in the next fight that we're going to see over here by
Corky having a reset, though. I think that they literally can just try to push them off and just get vision advantage here.
Corky does have package, so
ooh,
we are going to see a little bit of that. Oh,
the balls to the wall, engage the boy caller, and Amu having to flash out. Said, peace. I made a mistake.
The package is not going to matter if the fight happens too early, which it did. That's unfortunate on the side of MG. A couple of their members getting poked down, getting just a little too low to be able to help out.
And Quaker just taking over the top lane here. They get everything they want. They get the turret, they get the top, they get the freaking Herald early, and they get both dragons.
Kale fed. She got all of that solo gold too.
Yeah, it's really what you want to see into that fight. I mean, that's really what she needs. So. And she's just going to get even more devastating. Come level 11, I don't know Cho'Gath does anything. Oh, that was almost a mistake. And even with that early Hex Drinker, she's still hitting hard because she has Sork Boots early.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, the Prowler's Claw. The late game carry Alice with the flash over the wall, looking for the sleepy trouble bubble, hitting nothing. And just going back in.
Few summoner spells there.
No dice.
That truly was unfortunate for King Annihilator there.
Yeah, really, just Zoe was not in a good place, and he just plays so calmly. Aliskander just walking around like not a care in the world. Oh my gosh! The sleepy trouble!
You gotta be confident to land skill shots like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally... No fear.
Turret plating will fall soon.
We are getting a freeze up here in the top lane. Ooh, maybe a fight? No. Olaf will be going up to try and help out the Cho'Gath.
Level 10. Oh man, this is gonna be scary soon. Already has the dashers. Holy moly!
What do you feel about the Trundle having all the kills on their team? Because I've been in this situation, it feels good.
It feels great, and as long as he continues to put this pressure on the map, it doesn't matter that he has the kills. It won't. If at any point he lets off the pressure, it'll be a problem, though.
At this point, as a Trundle this fed, with all of the pressure you got on the map, you definitely just want to fit in the enemy jungler. Make sure you're communicating with your team.
Yep. 30 CS lead and kills. That's insane.
That Raptor that's up in a few seconds, that's yours by right as being Trundle. That's just how it works. The Troll King needs his tribute.
And another Prowler's Claw, just getting him on reset here.
Ooh,
good poke, the pillar going down, doesn't care, slap you with the stick.
That's another one in the pocket of the Trundle. In a situation like this, where you're truly just
oh my god! Your bad connection said, don't try me, 1v2, I'll take you anyway. We're going to school, boys. And the transcendent damage coming from Kale. Oh man. Good footwork by Quaker. And I've talked about this, that man knows how to dodge skill shots. Very confident in his play.
We could see a shutdown here.
Flash! What a play! Quaker for the double! And the meme dance.
You gotta feel good there. The flash to save the day. Oh, the bubble's going down.
The sleepy trouble. And I like the patience on their side. Way to stop that play. Oh my gosh.
The Kale here.
Quaker coming in, trying to get in range to get the E. And just so close.
Oh,
so close.
There it is.
Oh my gosh, Quaker just dominating, taking control of this game.
This is exactly what you want to see out of this pick. The late game hyper carry, you want to bring the late game right to the mid game every time. I don't know about you, but when I'm out here queuing solo queue, I see all of my top laners out here just queuing Kale, and I'm like, why can't you play Kale in my games? That champion is nuts.
I know, but you have to actually be good enough to play that champion. That's the problem. I think the mentality of good for most people is not what actually good is. They're like, oh, I'm good at this game. You're not good at this game.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! That seems targeted at some people, not me.
Yeah,
Not
no,
me, though.
just
Not me.
just the people who aren't good at it. Yeah, exactly. Not you though.
I'm obviously great at this game, sitting over here, gold 3 peak.
Okay. Oh, Quager just said, I'm here. And just slapping him down. I don't care that you have Hex Trigger. Sit down. The slice and dice. And this game just slowly just going out of control. No choice.
Ooh.
The Gale Force in. Blade Caller. And that's it. She said, bird is indeed fact the word.
I definitely am not a huge fan of the Xayah pick, but if it works, it works. Apparently, this guy is popping off with the Xayah pick, second game in a row.
Your bad said, I'm a mother clucker and I'm ready to flight.
Oh yeah.
Alexander throwing his hat in the ring said, I don't care if you're big. I'm here to play.
The dinosaur's running him down. He's too big.
The dinosaurs aren't extinct today. Alexander running away. Looking for the Sleepy Trouble. In the wings! The Sleepy Trouble going in! And he just said, I'm gonna take a bite. I'm hungry.
It's dinner time in the top lane. But who's hungrier? The planet-eating Cho'Gath, or the Trundle here to just consume the flesh of his enemies?
Correct, correct. And Brian just kind of hanging there like, no, we'll just see if we can make a play. And honestly, I don't think he needs to be there. I think he's done well to be with the team. And honestly, oh no! Talus going in said, I'm ready to slap. Let's clap.
Didn't quite press the R there, didn't really need to, wasn't gonna get that kill anyways. I definitely think on the side of MG, I don't really think it matters if you have an Olaf or not. You definitely just need to play it slower than you currently did, especially with picks like an Ezreal and a Karma and a Corki, who's just there to get fed and scale and poke.
I don't know what MG really does here because they already have a scaling team on DPS side. I mean, really killing MG early was the fact that Corky couldn't opt to the build that he needed to.
Definitely quite a few Fed members on the side of DPS, but I've seen bigger comebacks in this world here.
Yeah, unfortunately, my line may come back.
Fortunately, they aren't your hairline. We're getting into the next fight.
Trundle, stay in the fight, slap, slap, clap, clap. I'm surviving. I will survive. Look again here, the Blade Caller, and just tearing him up from the floor up. That's an ace.
And
Didn't
we
even
got
need the kill there. That was a 4v5.
We got the Kale pushing. I think
And I think that's gonna be the sweep the leg Johnny from the side of DPS.
now hold on. We do have the Olaf up in 4 seconds. Do we see the 1v1?
He's a runner, he's a track star.
Let's see it.
Gale is indeed not level 16 yet, so yeah. Not invincible yet. But still so big! He doesn't care! Goes in the 1v4! I want more! I want a penta!
Ooh. Hey, come on, dinosaur, give it to him.
Have some respect. Won't give the Penta. Said you have to earn it. And that's a clap. It's a wrap. DPS dethrone an MG for first place. And if I had to pick an MVP, I really want to say Quaker because he was so good on the KO. But honestly, who made that happen? That was Talus.
That last game, definitely for sure. But we got to keep in mind the first game, too. I think the best overall player, personally, is the ADC, Your Bad Connection.
You're bad. I hate to always give it to him because I'm telling you, every time I do a review, it's with Your Bad Connection. Talus popped. He popped. I mean, he
It's
did
true,
great.
he did.
His
Oh, really? Hey, look, I haven't been here as long. It's your choice. It's your choice, Finn.
I think we'll pull bad in here. I think an honorable mention does go out to Talus. I do want to say that now. Talus, man, if I had to give it, it's like a 55-45 really on the side of Your Bad. You had a solid game on both games. Your honestly, your Trundle game literally was what your team needed. You got Quagered ahead the way you needed to. You got ahead. You kept the pressure on the entire game. The only reason I want to say I want to give to Your Bad is Brian was allowed to roam in this game, and Your Bad literally 1v2'd in lane. He had positionally what he needed in every single fight and just clapped through the team. I really got to say that he is just consistently one of the best ADCs in the BTL. And I feel like this is just a repetitive thing. You're bad. I see you in here so often for these reviews as the MVP for your team, and I don't know if you feel that it's deserved or maybe it's just kind of feeding into an ego that you don't have, maybe. But your positioning is always on point, your CS is on point, and I feel like your confidence in these fights, regardless of the position that you're in, is really almost on par with the way Alexander plays on his positioning. And from what I've heard, he is your best player.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got MVP. I feel like the other players are doing a pretty big role on the team that maybe others aren't really seeing because it's like behind the scenes and stuff, right? But I mean, I'm happy. I'll like take the MVP, but definitely Talus has been putting in a lot of work. Alexander's been putting a lot of work. Quager, amazing player. So everyone kind of deserves praise, not just like one person. That's how I feel.
I mean, honestly, I don't. How did you feel being in lane with the 1v2 there, watching Brian just roam around the map and help make plays to get Quagered ahead along with Talus?
I mean, I feel like that's how support should play. Like, if you're just sitting bot lane not doing anything, you're just gonna lose the game. So, I think I put a lot of emphasis on my supports to go out and roam and make stuff happen because they can't dive me, right? Like, they went Ezreal Karma. The most they're gonna do is like poke me out, right?
And he
And I
tried to
feel
dive you the one time. I did see that.
yeah, I mean, still, I'm confident. So yeah, I'm happy that our playstyle we're able to play the playstyle we want, right?
Oh, you guys are always enjoyable to watch. And I say this every single time. One of the most enjoyable teams to watch play. You guys have amazing synergy. You'll pick weird comps sometimes for fun, depending on the team you're playing into. And honestly, it's insane. I like Quager as a top laner. I think he's again probably one of the best top laners in the league as well.
Yeah,
He's got good feet, man. That he knows how to dodge abilities. He knows how to play to the strengths of the team. Um,
yeah,
it's
Quaker is very valuable to the team. Like I can't stress that enough. Like he is definitely like a really important part of the team.
Yeah, I almost wanted to give it to him just for that game on Kale alone. I mean, I watched him do some insane things that game once he got ahead.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely. That quadra kill was kind of insane. Um, but
yeah.
back to the flexing. One thing I will say is I've never had this before, but this team is like really flexible. Like I've never been able to like have a team flex stuff around like we do in this team, right? Like I'm pretty sure that team thought that was like a Mumu jungle, so they went Olaf, and we just bamboozled them, and they just
We almost thought it was Trundle support. Honestly,
yeah, no, we we are really flexible, and that's really important. So a lot of teams can't really draft against us, to be honest. We don't have a lot of limits, really.
Yeah, I have noticed you guys have a lot of versatility across the board. I mean, I do like seeing Quayer on Ornn because he's as big of a target as he is. He still knows how to dodge abilities on that champion and make good plays. But it is nice to see him on something else and just watch him still play to the same level.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think people are trying to take Talus and just stomp him out by taking Hecarim out every game. And then he's just proving to them, like, hey, I'm going to play what I want in the jungle, and you guys are going to lose anyway.
Yeah, I don't understand the ban. Like, a lot of people are like banning a lot of champs that they shouldn't really be like prioritizing in terms of bans. But I mean, whatever. I guess they're just not like studying up as much as they should be. But yeah, the Hecarim ban was a little weird. I mean, it's not a very good champ right now. It's not worth banning for sure.
And they're also banning out Aliskander's Victor. I feel like between that and your Lucian and the Hecarim, it's almost like a permanent ban for those three. I don't see people really want to give your Lucian, and when they do, I feel like you guys dominate lane even more.
Yeah, I think like each of us have like one or two champions that's just like a GG if we get them. So, and that teams really have to like do a good job in the first ban phase to really get out or take out like the champs that we're really good at. But like I said, we have a champion ocean, so and we're really flexible and stuff like that. So really, you can't really ban us out, and it's really hard to draft against us. But I mean, they can try.
I like the confidence. Any any parting words, I guess I would say, for the teams that are out there? Anything you have to say to them, the people who think that maybe you weren't going to take top seed from MG, or anything that you have coming up, any crazy picks that you guys haven't really pulled out?
I will say I'm really surprised of how long it took for people to realize we're the best team. I thought we were the best team like right off the bat, and uh, there are some teams to look out for though. I'm not gonna like completely disregard everybody. I mean, like every team is like good in their own right. They have all their unique play styles. One team I am looking out for is Trebuchet. I think they're pretty strong, so look out for them. I think they're gonna get pretty far. Um, and as for us, I mean, we're just aiming to win the whole thing. I mean, like finals is like minimum.
Yeah, I think I will expect to see you guys there. I would love to see, just because I like watching them play, Spectre there as well. But I've been watching Ishtar and Trebuchet as well, and they're all really solid teams between those three. So I'm expecting to see you guys there, though. All the games I've watched of you, you guys have great team synergy. You guys have good picks, and even when you just pick things that look like they're comfort picks, you guys still play really strongly, regardless of what you have. So I'm looking to see more games from you guys. It's fun to cast for you as well.
Yeah, I that's really good. I appreciate that. It's a pleasure playing here as well. It's really fun. I have a lot of fun playing here, so hopefully we don't disappoint. Like I said, minimum finals. Obviously, we want to win it all, so that's the goal.
Chicken, do you have anything for him?
Oh yeah. If I had one piece of parting wisdom, keep putting Alexander on carries, bro. He'll pop off 1000% of the time.
Oh yeah, I know that. In scrims, you know that. He's a really good player.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Oh man, it's the whole team of Don't Play Seriously coming in to tell us how it is.
Oh my god.
Team MVP.
Oh man.
Team
Everybody-
MVP. It's hard to choose with you guys. It really is, because you guys all play so well and you're so entertaining to cast for. I never do play by play, and I was psyched up tonight watching you guys play.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, I don't even play jungle.
Yeah.
You don't even play
Easy,
but
man.
I'm not a jungler.
All these junglers are washed up, bro. On me.
You heard it here, guys. This guy literally said, "Come for me."
Jungle easy roll.
True.
True statement.
Wow. Season 12, jungle's easy.
Facts.
Even I can jungle. I don't even
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah.
I might play jungle next week.
You never know with you guys. I mean, you guys just flex whatever you want and just win. That's how it is, I guess, apparently.
I'm sure we could probably pull it off if we just felt like doing a best of 3 where we just all kind of swap lanes. I think we could pull it off still.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Maybe just a game where it doesn't matter if you guys drop it because you'll have the final spot anyway. Yeah.
True. I'll think about it.
Ugh. That's next week. We'll
Yeah.
just int. Make them feel good about themselves and then get their hopes up and then smash them in the playoffs, honestly.
Quagert, man, how do you feel about having the penta just not given to you from that Cho'Gath? Was he just salty? I gotta hear your opinion because
I don't give pentas either, but
yeah,
I wish I could have 1v5'd my team showed up.
yeah. I think it just scared Cho'Gath back. He was like, I don't want to go extinct. He's like, I'm
This
out. I'm
just
out.
in team is holding him back.
Yep.
Facts.
I mean, that game it almost looked like it. Quaker just walking people down, man. That flash play for the double in top lane was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It was
I didn't
beautiful.
know I could do that, honestly. Just
I don't even know if I knew anybody could do it. It was just so much. It was literally instantaneous.
I've seen it once in the history of BTL. Team Jace popping off with Nalsa on the Caitlyn getting the 1v5 pentakill.
Almost saw it here today too. It's almost. Any words from the rest of the team to the other players in the league then before we call tonight, guys?
Nah.
Sounds like silence kind of speaks for itself. There's strength in silence and strength in
Nothing
numbers,
to
and
it.
this team's got plenty of numbers to throw at you guys.
Your
Yeah.
silence speaks paragraphs.
Yes.
Any
Yeah.
team that faces a
MG element, mid G element. Facts.
Mitch elements. The major griefer is taken down. Sweep the lake, Johnny. Cobra Kai. That's DPS taking the top seed, boys. You guys saw it here tonight. I think that's it for BTL for the day.
It was some fun games.
Yes, sir.